Hey there, you guys. Welcome back to House of the Dragon Season 1, Episode 4. Last time we just finished off the crab feeder. Like, Daemon finally did the job and took out, the crab feeder and all of his men with, House Valarin's help. After getting word that his brother was going to, finally save his ass. That was just a kick in the butt he needed to be like, alright, fuck this. I'm not gonna share my glory. I'm not gonna be saved like a loser. I'm just gonna go in and finish it. So he finally did it, so that's awesome. And, Viserys just reaffirming to Rhaenyra again that she is the heir, but she needs to do her part to, keep her position, which is, you're gonna have to find a husband, but I will give you the choice to do it. And this was under the influence of Alicent, which sounds good on paper, but I do think there is, that ulterior motive that Otto is driving behind her to try to achieve. So yeah, episode 3 was fun. I can't wait to watch episode 4 and see the insanity just go flying by. So let's get to it. It's the necklace that Daemon gave her. Dear uncle. Beloved uncle. What do you mean by beloved?
Size, it is situated most pleasingly.
Is he a suitor? He is suitable to be her grandfather. Is this the best man you can come up with?
And tell me, Lord Dondarrion, did you think my great-grandmother is beautiful as they say?
This was half a century ago, Princess.
Yes, it was.
Half a century ago. Bruh!
Next.
Alright, come on. You're too old, bruh. And this kid's too young.
And now a child.
The blood of the first men still flows in their veins.
Uh-huh. Or like the blood of the first boys.
If chosen as your match, Princess,
Even she's
your
giggling.
day shall be easy, and night safe, under my protection.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt.
I'm gonna like that one.
Yeah, alright. No need to push him that far.
Craven.
We're leaving.
Bye-bye. Oh, hey, maybe you would have been fine under his protection.
How do you think he would take it?
Do you speak of how you rejected every suitor his grace put before you, or how you abruptly ended the tour with 2 months remaining?
2 months.
Take cover!
And what timing? 2 months ahead of schedule, and your uncle comes back in town just at the right time and does a flyby. Maybe he does have a plan. Oh, daughter, you're here early. Nice outfits they have. Those shoulder, I don't know, jacket things. Makes them pointy. Walking in with a crown and a haircut. A bit close.
Added to the chair.
It's been a while since you've been back.
You wear a crown. Do you also call yourself king?
I know that there is only one true king, your grace.
Oh, he's bending the knee. Ho 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 ho. Didn't expect this, did you, Otto?
Who holds the stepstones?
2,000 dead Triarchy corsairs, staked to the sand to warn those who might follow.
It's a good warning. Very visible. Sends a message, you know? Why are you using the sword as a freaking walking stick? You're gonna break it. It's not a cane.
Rise.
Come. You were always Mother's favorite. No, it's no great mystery. You were.
You not happy, Otto?
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you, Princess.
I mean, we should congratulate him. He's come back a hero.
He hasn't yet seen the new tapestries gifted to you by Norvis and Quahor.
Tapestries?
Would you like to see them?
The tapestry. He has no interest in such things.
I'd like to see them.
Oh, well, then you should not deprive him.
What is this? You having a hissy fit with your daughter?
More wine.
More? We're getting angry with Viserys again? He's probably angry that, you know, he came back 2 months early.
Surmise the tour did not go well? Have every young knight and lord in the Seven Kingdoms fawning over you. What misery.
Young and old. Decrepit.
They only want my name in my Valyrian blood for their offspring. I think it's rather romantic. How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in
watch
a castle
your
and need to
words.
squeeze out to heirs.
Watch your words. Full of tact, aren't you?
I find I have few friends lately. I like to believe I'm still the Lady Alicent, but
It's hard on her as well.
I've missed you too.
There we go. Only took you guys about, what, 4, 5 years of conflict before you could reconcile? Much were you touching, Uncle?
So, what do you want?
Only the comforts of home.
You seem changed by your adventures. Mature, perhaps.
You've matured yourself these last 4 years, Princess.
Oh,
You'll get
Uncle.
used to the attention. I dino de malo sud vedila meris. Tinaxon toilet gausa ga morgan cost.
Abra sut vegitsus.
Pegni erixos jailan nike nuho pradasmo brasilio dele uno go daradex.
That's a nice nickname you have for her. Very romantic.
Ziri lede todor.
No, che se cranion tenco. Totaluti ombriago rus na jumban.
What sweet words you have.
Una no hadaranni apicago ni seitax.
Eo munia mastas lir mundas maista. In case mundas ma vuisa. Gladson eohon zugose glaisa con coste de or. Yajahi habijosa.
He definitely lives by that creed.
Over the past few days, it seems we have traded a crab feeder for a sea snake.
Years have passed since the business with his daughter. Certainly it cannot still be Roth.
Of course he
Sea
can.
Snake is an overproud man, to be sure, Your Grace. Lord Corlys is said to have engaged in negotiations with the Sea Lord of Bravos. He plans to wed his daughter Rhaenyra to the Sea Lord's son.
Maybe you should have been thinking politically. Said you thought with your heart. I mean, I don't fault the guy, but still.
Good night, Sir Kristen.
Sleep well, Princess.
How long is a shift? How long you have to stay awake before, you know, someone, I don't know, takes your shift? I don't think I'd be very good. My attention span is too small. Sacrilege. Secret message. Oh, that was easy. Oh, hello, Uncle.
Where are we going?
Shh, it's a secret. That's not scary. Game of Thrones.
he called me boy.
Gummy boy.
Do you wish to know your death, child?
No, no, thank you. Oh no. Ew.
Let me take that.
Yes, his bloody toy castle in the
I have a
background.
far kinder touch than they do.
The great iron chair! And whose bum it might bear.
Good, Ryan.
Who will it be? The brother? The daughter?
This
or the
is
little
how the
earthling of
common
three?
people see things. They're just as important, whether they're right or wrong.
Rhaenyra, loved by all of her people. But would she make a powerful queen? Or would she be feeble?
Yeah, just if you will. But many of the small folk are like to believe that as a male, Aegon should be the heir.
Their wants are of no consequence.
They're of
Yeah.
great consequence if you expect to rule them one day.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
one night, I wish to be free of the burdens of my inheritance.
4 copper street rat in King's Landing we pay for our pleasures. Hey, stop, boy! Wait, I'll find him.
Why you had to steal from the poor people? They already don't have a lot.
And who
Yo.
might you be running from now?
It's the Hobbit.
How'd you know my name? Oh, there's a boy.
You take care, boy.
Enjoyed that, did you?
Who knows when I'll next taste freedom?
It's a lovely stroll with uncle and niece. Lovely stroll through the city. Nothing behind the scenes. No intentions.
The king has requested your presence.
At nighttime.
The hour is quite late.
Yes, your grace.
Yes, it is. It is, after all, Game of Thrones. I have a bad feeling about this lovely stroll. No passion, blank face of death versus all the passion in the world. Quite the juxtaposition.
What is this place?
It's where people come to take what they want.
Definitely a lot of that going on. Oh, she went at it with him. Doesn't seem so pleasurable for her.
It doesn't stop us from doing what we want.
Definitely doing what you want. Oh, God. Definitely doing whatever we want. Uncle Damon. I don't know how I feel about this. Queasy. I think that's the right word. But oof. She wants him. Oh my god. You came to your senses. Wake up! Alright.
Damon?
And she's left there all by herself, but Jesus. All hot and bothered. She has a tail. Awesome.
Yeah?
But you were... I was... What? How? Did...
Princess, are you hurt?
No. I mean, sorta.
My helmet.
Nah. Oh my gosh.
You finished?
She's...
Thank you.
horny. Yeah. One can argue that Sir Christian Cole is a victim.
Stop.
He's trying. He's trying. Difficult position. I think this episode's just gonna be a lot of me just going, just confusion. We have to take off every piece of his armor? It's gonna take a while, you know. She's taking what she wants. She's fucking who she wants. She learned from the best. At least she's not doing it in a brothel. You know, it's a little bit more tasteful. It's not with her uncle, so that's the good thing. I guess, maybe. I mean, they're Targaryen, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Oh my god, so many laces! I thought bras were bad enough. Lacy shoes. Ugh. Think she found what she likes. See? He knows. He knows. He's not terrible. He knows he has to say it. And how it's gonna come off as. How it's gonna come off looking at him.
I have discomforting news.
I mean, he's still a weasel. He's still self-serving. But he's not without feeling.
I'm afraid it concerns the princess, my king. It is no easy thing to tell a father of his daughter's exploits.
Doing his job.
I had considered saying nothing, but...
What has she done?
The princess was spied last evening.
Look at his hands twitching.
In a pleasure house.
What of it?
She was carrying
What do you mean, what of it?
They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden.
She must be, what, 10 and 8 by
What
now?
behaviors?
Wouldn't she be not a maiden age by now?
What must I say it, Your Grace?
Speak it plainly.
Daemon and Rhaenyra were seen together in the bowels of a pleasure den.
Bowels. What? You want more? You can guess.
Coupling.
This is a lie.
You're being lied to. I only wish that were true, Your Grace.
He is telling the truth.
The princess, creeping through the gates from King's Landing, disguised as a page during the hour of the owl.
The hour of the owl?
So sick with ambition.
Nothing good happens at the hour of the owl.
Spied upon, awaiting your best chance to destroy her reputation.
He's just reporting the facts.
Your Grace.
You think yourself a cunning man?
He has nothing.
Your designs are obvious.
Does he have anything to gain by this?
Do you wish to have your blood on the Iron Throne so badly that you are willing to
It's
destroy
more of a
Rhaenyra?
detriment for him to tell the truth. It would be better
Just
for
get
him
out.
just to lie, knowing how Viserys is with his family. You know, it wouldn't. The smart move wouldn't be to tell him. He is just telling the truth as it is. It would be bad for Daemon, but other than that, there's no real advantage for him. The way I see it. You should have pretended that you were sleeping. Just play dumb. Move in the background. Play dumb in public.
Princess.
Can't look her in the eyes. She seems happy. So that's good.
Princess, I have a message from the Queen.
What happened last night? Were you with your uncle?
Oh, he took me into the city for some fun.
Tell me the whole of it, Rhaenyra. That you fucked Daemon in a pleasure house.
No. I would never. I would. How dare you accuse me of that? That did not happen.
It's a vile accusation. Your Grace, sister, you must know I would never.
I would never.
You cannot believe such gossip.
My father is no gossip.
Well, certainly he's been misled. He could not have witnessed such a thing.
Rhaenyra is capable of playing the game.
We drank in a tavern. Several taverns.
Maybe.
It was getting
I don't know.
late, and I asked to go home. But Damon wished to continue.
Okay, sure.
As he was my escort, I had no real choice.
Continue? In a brothel?
He took me to a show.
It was a show,
I was
alright.
only a spectator.
There were
didn't do
multiple
anything.
shows going on at the same time. Well, he didn't do anything. I
And
don't
Damon
know about
sank into his
that.
cups and abandoned me for some whore.
He did left, yes. But man, she's throwing everything on Daemon. It's Daemon's fault. Ah, he's terrible.
So
He's
you
the
didn't
worst
know?
uncle. It's a good move. He already has a bad reputation.
Damon never touched me.
Upon the memory of my mother.
Oh, don't do that.
It was foolish of you to place yourself in a position where your virtue could even come into question.
Don't touch me. You're unclean.
If that lord were to think that you were being sullied,
Sullied. Oh,
ruin everything. I know. I regret it.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure he regrets it though. Try not to vomit on the floor. Oh, hi.
Won't you even deny it?
I need to understand the charge before I can attempt to discredit it.
You defiled her.
Define defiled. Well, to what extent are we talking about here? Did I touch her? Yes. Did I kiss her? Yes. Did I fuck her? No. So what extent is defilation?
Better to be with me than some whore.
Oh, okay, I don't think he cares.
You have ruined her. What lord will wed her now in this condition?
Wed her to me.
Was
When
that
I
the
finished
plan?
my crown, you said I could have anything. I want Rhaenyra. I'll take her as she is and wed her in the tradition of our house.
You are already wed.
That didn't stop Aegon the Conqueror from taking a second wife.
You are no conqueror.
Ooh.
You are a plague. Go back to the Vale, Damon. To your lawful wife. Strive to restore whatever scrap of honor remains in you. As long as you are gone from my side for good.
As you wish, brother.
Bye.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful.
She
Cannot say the same for your brother.
is capable of
You believe he lied?
a lot of deceit.
How often does he speak the pure truth?
And Damon was actually the one that's telling the truth.
By reducing you.
Be careful of influences around you.
She swore to me that she remains a maiden, and I believe her.
That's good that you believe that.
From my blood come the prince that was promised, and his will be the song of ice and fire.
Responsibility I have handed to you. The burden of this knowledge. It is larger than the throne. The king.
And your
It
pleasures.
is larger than you. And your desires.
Yeah.
You've yet to ask me for the truth of what happened.
The truth does not matter, Rhaenyra. Only perception. Now we must both suffer the consequences.
Were I born a man, I could bear two men if I wanted.
But
I could
you
father a
are
dozen
not.
bastards, and no one in your court would blink an eye.
You're right. But you were born a woman.
So you'll strip me of my titles and name Aegon in my stead.
I would. But it is mine to hold the realm together. Not sow it with further division.
He has responsibilities.
You will wed Selena Velaryon.
So I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
You are my political headache.
Yeah, you are.
What will you do about the vulture who perches upon your throne?
What vulture?
Your hand.
Otto Hightower
yeah.
has served two kings loyally.
He wants Aegon to be named heir, and he will stop at nothing to see it done,
Mhm.
including spying on me to bring about my ruin. You speak of the conqueror's vision and the need for strength and unity across the realm, but how can that be accomplished with your most trusted advisor so self-interested?
She's not wrong.
It is unavoidable.
I disagree. I will do my duty as heir and with Selena.
That's good.
But you must first do yours as king.
Getting told off by a teenager. Ouch. Is it the hour of the owl? Nothing good happens at the hour of the owl.
I wonder, how long did it take you to choose yourself over your king?
Your Grace.
Your Grace.
I will never recover from Emma's death. But Alicent, she took me through the worst of my grief.
He's
She was a
seeing it.
calculated distraction. I only now realize how well calculated it was.
That the Queen loves you.
Yeah.
As I know you love her.
Your interests no longer align with those of the realm. Your judgment has been compromised.
A loyal and must tell his king a discomforting truth from time to time, Your Grace. If he doesn't, he's failed as a servant.
You were a faithful servant, Otto.
Just like that.
The crown and the realm. Both owe you a debt that can never be repaid. But I can no longer trust your judgment.
Bye-bye. That's one way to get sacked from the job.
I took great care in its preparation. If not brewed properly, it can either prove ineffective or else bear unpleasant.
Brewed properly. I'm sorry, what is that?
Tea, Princess.
Tea?
From the king.
I like tea.
It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
Oh, that kind of tea. Your daddy sees through you. And doesn't trust you. For good reason. Alright, we just finished episode 4. And definitely different pace, you know, from episode 3. You had the, big opening and then the last ending bits with the fight, a lot of action. Here, definitely more into the drama, the getting into the ick factor that, Game of Thrones is so famous for. There's a lot of ick, but a lot of great character moments as well. Getting to see Daemon come back, like, is he a changed man now? He's bending the knee, he gave away his crown, he's looking for his brother's love. I mean, I think he's always looking for his brother's love. But, he's like being manageable, controllable, decent, non-chaotic. And then at the later half of the episode, okay, it's like, yeah, Daemon's still Daemon. Sneaks Rhaenyra off to see the city, which I think is great. Yeah, she should be able to actually see what life is like for the common people, get to see their point of view on things that they are happy that Aegon was born, he's a boy, blah blah, she's a girl. All that stuff is great, but he just had to take it a little bit farther, didn't he? I think it was his plan. Yeah, probably. Or just chaotically acting in the moment and then just rolling through with it. I think that's the more likely. But he wants Rhaenyra. Like, the signs were all there in the past episodes. Being impressed with her, keeping his eye out on her, and then, just, he wants Rhaenyra more than his bronze bitch. And, but he pulls back at the last moment, Things got hot and heavy, but in the end, he just couldn't go through with it. What was it? I don't know. Maybe it was his consciousness. He does have one, it seems. And it's just like, he can't defile her in that sort of way, especially in a brothel. Like, as your first time, like, it's kind of gross. But the seeds have already been laid, because Rhaenyra she got a little taste of it, right? She got a little taste of the fun. And I really do feel bad for Christian Cole. He's just sort of a tool that's got sandwiched in between the two of them, basically. And he ended up being a tool. There's no other better way to say it. Just a casualty of inconvenience. Then we have all the drama between Otto and him. I still think Otto was genuinely telling the truth and not wanting to tell him. I do think it's like, what is there for him to gain? Yes, he can gain that, Daemon gets kicked out and Rhaenyra's reputation gets damaged so that, Aegon can be pushed further up. I definitely do see that. But to me, it seems like he doesn't actually want to go through with it. Like I said before in the previous episodes, I think he's a really smart guy. But he has made that dumb decision with Daemon, and then he made this dumb decision to actually tell the truth to, the king. It's just like, I don't know. Is he just being truthful? Is he being too over ambitious? I wanna say he's just being too truthful. He is ambitious. There's no doubt about it. He wants Aegon on the throne. But I think more than likely, from what my gut's telling me, is that he is actually truthfully an honest guy. He rarely ever actually lies to Viserys. He always tells the truth. Or he's telling the truth in a twisted way, but it is still the truth. And in this case, he was just telling the truth, doing his job, and bit him in the ass. Because now Viserys was able to finally see how ambitious he was, thanks to Rhaenyra's help. And, just poor Alicent just sort of, once again, just stuck in the middle, defending Rhaenyra, Because Rhaenyra can play the game just as well as Alicent. Because she is just as deceitful when she needs to be, and she was deceitful, using her mother's name, putting all the blame on Daemon. It's not just Daemon. You definitely wanted to have some fun as well. So Alicent, a casualty. Christian Cole, a casualty. Otto, a victim of his own ambition. And the seeds are laying for just total chaos. So I can't wait to see episode 5. It's gonna be awesome. And until then, catch you guys all later.